Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wolf Quest 3, the adventure of the twin moons and the Moon Pack Legacy. And we are here with a very hungry Parsley who has just managed to snag herself a meal of a lucky rabbit's foot. And that's hopefully going to be really good luck for us because we are finally getting to the point where a very pregnant and very ready to have her puppies Parsley is hunting down the fourth and final den that we are going to need to find before we're going to be able to go ahead and have our wolf pups. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to have her babies. We also found the den that she was actually raised at not too far away from here, the moss den. So we do want to go back and we want to head back over to where her moss stump den is, because that is the den that she wants to try raising her pups at. But we might want to push away a little bit more of the territory of the Junction Butte and the Dark Lake pack before we go ahead and have her puppies, because this is a little bit of a tight squeeze. But we can do it, we can do it. And for now, before we decide if we're going to have to go ahead and separate some of the surrounding wolf packs from the territory that they're trying to claim, let's see if we can narrow in on this den, wherever it might be hiding. So there is a den nearby that we haven't discovered. We haven't quite found it yet. Let's see. All right, is it over here? Ooh, look at all these scents. Oh, female dispersal wolves. Are they back? What do they think they're doing here? Okay, we're good. We're heading in the right direction. Oh, look, it's another lucky rabbit's foot. Huh, maybe this is a sign that we should be looking around here for potentially another lucky rabbit's foot. Okay, this is great because we're actually a little bit hungry. And I love the idea of having some good luck from going ahead and eating a lot of lucky rabbit's feet. That is a very traditional moon pack thing to do, in case you guys don't know. Oh, Parsley, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Got a nice picture of her enjoying the sunrise and a nice meal. And I know it may seem a little silly that I take so many pictures, but trust me, guys. Well, A, my mom used to run a scrapbook store, so I'm kind of always thinking about photos and photography. But B, I have been looking through the pictures of Meadow and Genesis, and I just can't believe that we have already watched one whole generation go by, and we're watching Generation 2 go ahead and establish themselves like this. And eventually their time too will pass, and we will pick from either one of Parsley or Achilles' pups, or potentially from one from each litter, depending on how in love with them we become. Oh, over here, over here! The den's over here! We found it! Alright, so we have discovered another den, another abandoned coyote den, and we can now name our pack! You've established a good territory and found several potential dens. You and your mate are truly a pack now, so give your pack a name, and we're gonna, well, let's suggest a name just real quick. Little Butte, Avalanche, Flame, Cookie, Starlight, Nugget, Lightning, Bad Luck, Hammer, Roadkill, Nebula, McBride, Soda, Nebula again, Lucky. Nope, we're the Moon Pack, but I like seeing what potential names you could be. So we're gonna be the Moon Pack, and we are gonna go ahead and we are going to stay here for just a minute so we can check the territory in the area. Okay, so there's an abandoned coyote den over here. There's the den that we want over past McBride Creek. Really, everything kind of to the east and north of McBride Creek tends to be what Meadow considered her territory, and that'll probably be what we consider our territory. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and we're going to kind of elbow the Crevice Lake pack out of the way over here. And maybe we'll swing down and we're going to elbow out the Junction Butte pack from right here and strengthen this. And then, yeah, we'll double back. We want to strengthen our territory for just a second. And then we're going to have our puppies. This is it. We're having the puppies today. Absolutely. But there are some female dispersal wolves in the area, which I do not like. And also, well, we are getting really tired. Okay. We are getting really, really tired. What should I do? What should I do? If we had to pick one pack to push out of the way, I would say it would be the Crevice Lake pack. So we're going to push them out of the way over here, and then we're going to select a den. Because we know which den we want. Alright. But out of all of the packs that we want to be wary of, it would be the Dark Lake or Crevice Lake pack, since Parsley's memory does go— oh, there's another den nearby! Does go back far enough to remember how it was these wolves who actually took one of her siblings. There was a cougar nearby here too? Ooh, and there was a little elk herd. Interesting. Alright, are we getting closer to this supposed den? Yeah, if this area has like an elk herd, we're definitely going to need to go ahead and push out the Dark Lake pack. That'll be something that Parsley, I think, will focus a lot of her energy on. Alright, I wonder where this den is. And where is their marker? Was it not— did they not have a strong enough— I don't think they had a strong enough hold to have a marker here, so we're just gonna go ahead. And then, can we establish ourselves here a little bit more? Alright, come on. We should be able to kick them out without having to go— there we go. Much better! Okay, so we have strengthened this as well. Good. So let's find this final den, and then we'll go ahead and pick what we want. But it would be good to know where all of the local dens are. Is this a lake? What is over here? What is this? There's a lake up here? This is so cool! Wow! Is this a little lake? Look, it's all frozen over. Okay, this is cool. It's just frozen over into ice. Yeah, that's way too awesome to let that pack have. So there's like a little tiny pool. It's not even a big one. So Crystal Pond must be huge then. Oh, I'm really excited to figure out what that looks like. All right, let's find this den. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and do a little howling to let everybody know this is our spot. Okay. Being able to visit up by that big lake would be really fun. And then we're completely exhausted, but hopefully running into the wind like this will give us a good chance of figuring out exactly where this hidden den is. I feel like it should be just right out in the open. But if it's so difficult to find— oh look, we passed it somehow. Really? How is it hiding so well? That bodes well. If we're having this much difficulty finding a den in what looks like wide open territory, let's search along here. I'm suspicious that it might be— oh, right over here, right over here. What about here? No, not there. I don't smell anything. There's a deer down there. Alright, come on. Parsley's ready to have these babies, but I can't help but be curious. Because this might be a spot that potentially we'll need to run to bring our pups to. Because there's a good chance that we might have to move around quite often. Interesting. And if we have to move around a lot— oh, there it is! There it is! Another abandoned coyote den! Okay, so we managed to find quite a few different dens that we can pick from. I like being able to see that there's several we can move through in case we have a lot of issues with fleas or anything like that. But I think Parsley is ready, my friends, with the territories that we have claimed. With her determination that we are going to be able to claim even more. Let's go ahead and head on over, and we are going to pick a den. You've established a territory in the hills of Sloth Creek, but remember, you must maintain it even when your pups require all your time and attention. The smaller your territory, the more likely stranger wolves will be tempted to come in and kill your pups. It's most efficient to mark territory when the hexes have dropped to 30 to 40%. Plan your hunting trips so you can mark those hexes along the way. All right, I hope it lets me pick the den we're gonna have our pups at. It's time to find the den! Your pups will be born soon, and now that the snow is beginning to melt, it's time to find a good den site. There's no need to dig a new den for yourself, since there are several potential sites out there. Abandoned burrows made by wolves, coyotes, and foxes just need to be expanded for your needs. Cavities under old tree roots, and gaps under large boulders. Alright, let's go ahead and we are going to search for more dens. I do find it so interesting that the dens for a lot of wolves tend to be on the southern facing slopes. Ooh, Parsley's really tired now. She is ready to have these babies. Come on, Azur! This is gonna be fantastic. I'm really excited. Oh, wait, does this count as a new day? Probably not. Alright, back into the forest to have these babies. Ah, look how cool this is! Oh, the creek is starting to run! Wow, how exciting! The seasons are shifting right under our paws. Our exhausted mama wolf is very ready to go ahead and have these puppies. Let's see, we should be closing in. Another den?! Really? Is it a den we haven't discovered? Apparently, what? Okay, can we find this real quick? Because this would be amazing. Oh, look, there's a bunch of the elk. Yes! They're picking their way slowly and carefully downhill. Oh, that's so cool. Azur is very patient, it seems. He's just waiting for us to go ahead and decide where to go next. Is the den down here? Oh, I think it is. We must be like practically right on top of it. Here! An abandoned fox den! Nice! Okay, so that puts a whole bunch of dens like right on top of each other that we can focus on. I think we're really, really close. We don't want to have our pups right here. Are there a bunch of bison down here? There's a bunch of bison over here. I think we're like... Are the bison on top of our den? Are they like literally almost on top of our den? The one that I wanted? I think the bison are like standing on top of our den. Here's our den! Okay, here is the den that we want. The bison are almost on top of it, but I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. This is an open den with little or no tree and ground cover. It's more vulnerable to eagle attacks, but cougars have fewer places to hide and ambush your pups. Let's do it. The traditional family den that makes her feel so safe and secure. Parsley, let's welcome in the next generation. Oh, you guys, what are we gonna have in here? What are we gonna have? Okay, and it's our moss tree den. And it's time for pups! Oh, how many? These two are like a 4-star match, so hopefully their genetics will be really well. 5 puppies! Oh my goodness, and they're all brown, like they're dead. After 9 weeks of gestation, 5 pups are born in the den, blind and deaf. They weigh just 1 pound each. These pups must remain in the den for several weeks, eating, sleeping, and growing, gaining a pound a week. At 2 weeks, their eyes open. At 3 weeks, they first emerge from the den into the sunlight. They are dark brown now. Oh, but that's right, their puppy coats will emerge in a little bit, and then we can see what colors they'll actually be. All right, so this time around, we have only 1 little girl. We just have one little girl and we have 4 little boys. That is totally different than what we had the first time around with Parsley's siblings. There were 5 girls, 2 boys in that litter. So we're gonna go ahead and we are going to name the little girl after her sister. So I agree with you guys. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have Marigold the second. Fingers crossed that we'll be able to keep her with us the whole way through. You guys had so many amazing names for potential female wolf pups with these themes that we will keep the other names that are themed with us, but the plight of Marigold and the way that Marigold and Parsley were sick together and struggling to survive together just really struck at my heart. So I think it's great to try to honor her little sister with little Mary, and we'll call her Mary instead of Marigold, just to kind of differentiate her from her deceased aunt. And then we're gonna go ahead and we are going to welcome in Hawk as one of the sons. We're going to welcome in Owlet as one of the sons. I hope that one's really, really cute because that's just such an adorable name. We're gonna have Thorn to go with Parsley, and we're also going to have Basil to go with Parsley. So I think this is a good mix. We have one in honor of a former pack member. We have two in honor of Dad, following that bird theme name. And then we have two in honor of Mom, following a plant theme name. Marigold's also a plant, but she was also, you know, a relative. All right, all right, all right. Now at 4 weeks old, your pups are too big for the den. As they spend their days playing outdoors, socialize with them with playful emotes to increase the affinity of your family pack. If they're playful, play with them. If they're hungry, feed them. If they stray far from the den, go and find them and carry them back. Pups mostly eat meat, regurgitated by you and your mate. Soon they will be weaned, depending on you to bring them food. Oh, let's do this, you guys! It's gonna be time to raise the pups! Here they come! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited! It's Owlet! He's a little brown pup. Look at him. Oh, he is so playful and jumpy. So here's Owlet, and then we have Hawk and Marigold. Thorn's the black wolf. He's a silver gray wolf. Marigold. Oh, she's like a pretty, like gray brown. And Basil's a little gray brown too. You guys, look at all of these little ones. Okay, this is too precious. Look at this family. Generation 3 is here! Okay, Generation 3 has been born. We've made it to the traditional family moss tree den. I love these little ones so much already. We will protect them with everything we've got. Azure is here. Owlet is here. Basil, look at them! Oh, you guys. I can't wait to see how this new generation of the Moon Pack legacy is going to grow. Their dad's already feeding them. Azure, you're a fantastic father. And we're going to do everything we can to try to protect them and raise them to adulthood and survival. So all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Parsley is finally here with her pups. I am so ready to see where their stories will go. And we will do our best to help them all survive next time. If you guys could, do please leave a like for Parsley and her new family. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.